we rank top 1% of the business and management school worldwide.
Wow.
It means that once you are accepted into any of our programs offered at the management school, you are in the top 1% of the world. Okay, very high quality.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Coffee Chat with Adam. I have my coffee right here. See my coffee. Zhang, do you have your coffee with you?
I have my coffee here.
Oh, I love your mug. It says coffee on it, just like mine, but yours looks better. So today is another episode of Coffee Chat with Adam, and we're having Zhang Nguyen from the University of Waikato. So welcome on board. How are you, Zhang?
Hi, thank you, Adam, for inviting me to join the Coffee Talk with you. My name is Zhang Nguyen. I'm the regional director looking after Southeast Asia, except Malaysia and Singapore.
Right.
Other colleagues based in London, looking after Malaysia and Singapore. So all the remaining are my portfolio.
That's a big responsibility.
Yeah, but I love my job.
Oh, definitely. With big responsibility comes a lot of people that you're going to meet. Awesome people, definitely. So that's
right.
also quite nice. Yeah. So you're quite international, in my opinion. You're a very international person, and I like that. I like that a lot. So Zhang, thank you very much for actually introducing yourself to me. This was actually my first question, and I love it that you went through it. What I would like to know more about, and our students would like to know more about, is could you tell us more about the university, more about the history, probably some of the background points, or some of the differences that make the university more unique?
The University of Waikato is actually quite a young university compared to some other university in New Zealand. The University of Waikato was established in 1964, so it is still quite young compared to 100 years of some universities, especially in Europe, and some universities in New Zealand. But being a young and small universities have lots of advantages. The difference between the University of Waikato and other universities in New Zealand are we are located in the Waikato region, where lots of indigenous Maori people living. There's a lot of what we call iwi tribe living there. So we are located in the land of the Maori people. And the University of Waikato has the largest number of Maori students compared to all of the 7 New Zealand universities.
That's actually quite beautiful to know about, because you can see all the cultural heritage and also this kind of connection with the people, the original people. There's so much to learn and so much to expose yourself to. So yeah, I think it's quite unique. I'm really excited to hear more about the university.
And rich culture as well.
True. Definitely agree. So could you tell us more about the different faculties that the university have, and also what are some of the teaching methodology the university uses? Is it focused on research, or are there any also connection with the industry? So tell us more about that.
Yeah, so the University of Waikato is a research university, and we used to rank very high. I think last year 72 in terms of the research impact in the world ranking. So we rank very high in terms of research, and we have lots of the top-notch researchers teaching and working for the University of Waikato. Like other universities in New Zealand, we are interdisciplinary. So we provide a wide range of different field of studies, but unfortunately we don't have the medical doctor program, nor the architecture program. All the rest we do have. So being a student at the university, you will be given lots of opportunity to get access to the internship opportunities or work placement, because the industry link is one of the strong point of the university, especially if you are part of the Waikato Management School or computer science program or engineering program, of course. Yeah. We have the School of Health, but it doesn't mean that we provide the training or the degree for medical doctor of pharmacy, but we provide the training for community health rather than medical doctor. Yeah.
Right. So it focuses more on nursing. Is that the aspect of the?
We're gonna launch Bachelor of Nursing and Master of Nursing very soon. We have gone through a number of rounds, and it's going towards the approval, the final approval stage.
Perfect. Because I'm getting this question a lot recently from students, like, are there any Bachelor of Nursing as well? Like,
we do.
Yes, we do.
Be patient. We're gonna tell you more about that program.
Nice.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, it's no worry, because our students, regardless in NCUK, if they start this year, they will finish sometime next year.
That's right.
Like late next year. So by that time, definitely the program is available. Most
That's
likely.
right. Yeah.
Okay, well, I actually want to come back to the work placement part a bit later. But first, I would like to ask you more about scholarships, because I know scholarships for a lot of students are kind of an achievement. It's not because of the reward amount, but for the recognition they receive for their achievements in high school. So I would like to know more about the available scholarships at the University of Waikato. So could you please tell us more about those?
Yeah, recognizing the importance of international scholarship programs. So we have invested about 15 million New Zealand dollars in various scholarships and bursary schemes. So if you join the NCUK program, you're going to be eligible for 6,000 New Zealand dollars bursary automatically. So what is the difference between scholarship and bursary? Basically, scholarship you have to apply, okay? But bursary you don't have to apply. As long as you are accepted into any of our programs, you are eligible for bursary. So like tuition fee reduction, it's similar concept.
Right.
If you also a full-time student at bachelor or postgraduate programs offer at the university, you'll be given 20% fee discount.
Oh, nice.
Automatically, 20% fee discount.
It's actually quite generous. 20% is quite a lot. It's not. That's it's pretty good. So for the NCUK scholarship, they have to apply. So they submit the application.
No.
Oh, it's a group.
NCUK, you don't have to apply.
Oh, you don't have to. That's the.
So
nice.
As long as you meet our entry requirement, you're gonna be given $6,000.
Nice.
Really attractive.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. I mean, wow. Okay. I feel like I should go back to school and get me some scholarships now.
I agree.
Oh, okay. Well, that's actually quite nice to know about. Because I get this question a lot, like scholarships. Tell me more about scholarships. So now I know what to say. Thank you very much for saying that. Okay, so the next question is more about faculty specific, and I would like to know more about. I think you mentioned it earlier. You said the School of Management, which is the Faculty of Business, and other school known as Faculty of Management at the University of Waikato. So could you tell us more about the faculty, some of the unique points about the faculty, and also what makes the faculty here, or the School of Management, more unique compared with other faculties in other universities?
Yeah, so the Waikato Management School has triple ground. So it means that The other aspect of the Waikato Management School is that we have built a very, very strong link with industry. All of our undergraduate programs has some internship component. So what we call is in-study work placement. So the student would be given from 10 to 12 weeks of internship at a companies or at an organization that the university have established a relationship with. The beautiful of the internship opportunity is that the student don't have to look for it themselves. The university will do it for you. So if you are part of our programs, so be patient, you'll be given some opportunity to gain the practical experience. And that could make your CV shine after you graduate. Yeah, so that's the strong point of our Waikato Management School.
Actually, this is quite good to know about, because some universities don't really provide this kind of support. So you have to do the search yourself and find, firms for your internship. As I actually wanted to go this in depth with you, the work integrated learning aspect of the university, because nowadays a lot of students who are seeking to study bachelor's degree, they're one of the most attractive point for students is, can I get an internship through this bachelor's degree, or at least 8 to 9 weeks of practical activity. And it's good to know that there is this support, but I would like to know more about it in some more depth, like more details. So please give us some more details about that aspect, if possible.
Let's make an example of the Bachelor of Engineering honor. So all of the engineering students gonna have to finish at least 800 hours internship. As long as you graduate from our Bachelor of Engineering honor with 800 hours of work placement, you are eligible for to be recognized as a registered engineer, so that you can work anywhere in the world. So in New Zealand or in any other countries, you need to meet a certain requirement to be recognized as an engineer. But our program has been recognized worldwide.
And this is because of the accreditation, right? That's why they have to.
That's right. That's right. And 800 hours internship is really important as part of the engineering programs. And in addition to the engineering programs, many other programs like we have Master of Information Technology, for example. We have paid internship for 1 semester, for one whole, what we call trimester. So the students that who study at the Master of Information Technology are going to be given 5,000 New Zealand dollars, during the internship period of the whole semester.
Nice.
So, I'm studying at the university with really high quality, top-notch professor and paid internship. I can't tell.
That's the full package there, right there. Well, what else could you ask for?
What else could you ask for more?
No, I actually think that's quite attractive, to be honest with you. Especially for the example you mentioned with the engineering, they have to spend 800 hours to actually do the practical work before they could be recognized as engineers. So it's part of the learning model. And also students who want to study business degrees, they also have the opportunity to do practical work as well. So it's actually, I do always encourage students who get the opportunity to do internship to take it. And not just focus on study all the time, because that's okay, that's very important, that's right. But the practical work is also quite useful for your future if you want to build a career life.
I agree. Some of the students and even parents ask me at some of the workshops and recruitment events that, you provide the internship opportunity, but is it paid? Right? Always told the students that you don't think about money, don't think about whether it's paid or non-paid internship. That's important for your job prospects later on. after you graduate. At least you have some practical experience and put in your CV, then you are already different compared to some other students who don't have similar opportunities.
True. I think something that you will mention eventually, but I think I would like to mention it now, is that because of this internship, you will build a network with the employer. And if you build this network, you not only be able to work for them, but you're probably going to be able to, through their connection, connect with other, firms or companies as well. So it's a useful experience, not just for the money.
Yeah, that's right. Experience is more important.
Definitely. But of course, eventually students will have to reach that point where they actually need to find a real life job, and they need to, get a job that will pay them well. So because I do know that in New Zealand they can stay for 3 years after graduation.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Right.
As long as you finished level 7, equivalent to bachelor degree, then you are eligible for 3-year post-study work rights. Beautiful. And I'm sure like the students who come to the university would like to stay. So do these kind of students who would like to stay for 3 years and find a job in New Zealand, are they able to receive any form of support from the university besides the support they received for the internship? So this is after graduation. Will they also be able to go to the career office, for example, and receive support as well? Yeah, we do have the career counseling, or what we call career development team. We have international support team, and we have also provide the counseling for for future career for our students. So if you want any assistance in terms of writing a good CV, come and see them. Okay, they want to help you. Or if you want to look for any information on job openings or job opportunities, come to meet our team, and they're going to help you as well. In addition to that, our Waikato Student Union is also a good source for students to look for information on job opportunities, because they also have access to a number of adverts or information elsewhere, and share with the student community. And we also have a program what we call EPP. It means Employability Plus program, where the students going to be given the opportunities to join the charity events, workshops, organized by also our student clubs. Then it's also a program to help the students to build the skills and to provide information for job opportunities.
It's a good network of connection, definitely, especially the two. You said the international support team that provide them with the job opportunities, and also through the student. Was it the student union? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Waikato Student Union.
The Waikato Student Union. Sorry, that's the one.
And the international support team actually not only provide with they provide all sort of support, including academic support, including well-being support, logistic, visa, etc. But we do have a team dedicated for career counseling.
That's actually good to know about, because it's a concern for a lot of students. Like before they even apply, it's like, am I going to get that support? Yes, you will, definitely. And then you mentioned the EPP, the employer. Was it the
Employability Plus program?
Employability Plus program. So if they want to have any kind of like social work or charity related work, they can go through those. Very good, very good. There's so many options.
They have extensive networks with NGO, with not-for-profit organizations. Yep.
Nice. NGOs is kind of like what I did previously, because I used to study environmental sciences, so I did work in that field for some time. Yes,
I did as well.
You did too? Nice.
I worked 17 years on development assistance program for various organizations.
You have a lot of experience. Wow, wow. That's actually quite nice to hear about.
Yeah.
I would love to discuss with you more about that, but we have to focus on the episode.
Sure.
Yes. So it's good to know there's a lot of support for students. I would like to ask you something that is not really in the questions here, but it's more of because I do get this request or this question a lot nowadays. And it's students who would like to have their own startup company. Do they get any kind of support when they come to the university? I've been asked like recently, there was one student, she was wondering, she had like a business idea and she was like, if I go to the University of Waikato, for example, am I going to get support like building up that idea? Are there any teams that would listen to my idea and give me some kind of support, connect me with, employers or anything? So I think a good case study that we could take and talk about if possible.
Yeah, for the business students, we organize what they call Dragon Den. So it's like business challenge, like every year. So
love the name.
Dragon Den, and the students can introduce about whole startup idea in front of the professor from Waikato Management Schools and also from like CEO or from businessmen or entrepreneurs that we invite to be in the panel, of the Dragon Den. So definitely, if she or he has great startup ideas, join that business challenge.
Nice.
Who knows?
Yeah.
One of them is gonna pick it up and invest. Who knows?
True. That's actually good to know about because it's just I think nowadays students are quite curious to start up their own companies. I think it's because of the technological age that we're living in, and everybody has access to internet, and they're like, I want to do my own thing. I want to be the boss of my own company. So it's nice to hear there is support and there's an opportunity to show your idea as well in the Dragon Den. I love the name, to be honest with you. It sounds very challenging. It's like the Dragon Den. Fight with the dragons. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, that's a lot of information about career support and also internships as well as startup company support. What I would like to know more about for the next two topics is the life on campus. So how does the life on campus actually look like? Do the students have access to participate in clubs and societies? So basically, I would just love to know more about the campus itself.
Yeah, okay. First of all, I want to introduce about our campuses, okay? We have two campuses. One campus in Hamilton, in the heart of Waikato region, okay? The second campus in Tauranga. Tauranga is a coastal city. So the main campus is in Hamilton, is just like 120 kilometers from Auckland, so 90 minutes drive from Auckland, and it's a very large campus. It's a park-like campus because we have lots of trees, flowers, and we have 3 lakes. Beautiful, and 60 hectares.
Oh wow!
And the campus in Tauranga is right at the heart of the city. 10 minutes walk to the sea, to the beach. So everyone, if you want to enjoy the beach, so it just takes you 10 minutes. And if you love dining or trying some fine food or whatever you like, it's just right at the center of the city. Lots to explore.
10 minutes walk, you said.
and the university, both two campuses are at the doorstep of many scenic locations. When you are in New Zealand, especially for young people, they're gonna be. You might have heard about Hobbiton movie set, right? Where the Ring and Hobbiton were filmed by Hollywood. It's just like 45 minutes drive from Hamilton campus. So you can organize a day trip. And for those who love, posting on Facebook, Yeah, you will. Lots of beautiful places for you to take photos. Or if you are in Tauranga, you can go to Mount Maunganui. It's not too high. I tried, and if you go to the summit of the mountain and you look down into the sea, it's just beautiful. And it just takes you one morning or one afternoon to do the climbing. It's beautiful. So that's about the campus. Okay. In terms of the international students, we have 2,000 international students, so account for about 25% of the total students of the university, and they come from, I think, more than 70 countries in the world. If the student wants to to have some sort of experience and exposure to Kiwi culture, or to learn about the different culture from different countries, they can join various clubs. Just at the campus in Hamilton, we have 60 clubs for the students. 60 clubs, research clubs, or political clubs, or sport clubs, or all sort of different clubs. Yeah, so lots of opportunity for the students. And for those who have never been abroad, or who are completely new to our university, so we have the buddy programs. Like in Sweden, for example, or in European countries, you do have the buddy programs where you're going to be paired with existing students or Kiwi students or international students, but who have been there for a while. So they will be your tour guide and gives a lot of support in terms of showing you where is the bank, clinics, or where you should go to do some sort of shopping for supermarket, etc. So lots of useful information, especially for our new students.
Mm-hmm. The buddy program is actually a great idea to get the international students involved in the city and the activities that happen on campus as well as kind of like easing their settling into this new environment that they just came into. I love the buddy program. Actually, it's a great idea. Fantastic. It helps the student integrate themselves easier as well.
Exactly, and make you feel at home. That's
Definitely.
more important.
Definitely, yeah. And they have access to many clubs and societies. That's perfect. Are there any possibilities for a Vietnamese association or club?
Yeah, we do have. We don't have the Vietnamese association in itself. It's just informal association.
Right.
But we have a big Vietnamese community composed of composed of Vietnamese students and what we call Vietnamese who have been living in New Zealand for a number of years. Mm-hmm. So they organize the Tet party, like the Lunar New Year event. So all the families gonna get together and celebrate the New Year in Vietnamese way, try Vietnamese food, wear the Vietnamese costumes. So you don't feel you miss Vietnam during your Tet holiday.
Mm-hmm. Definitely nice, because especially for the food, that's as long as you get some Vietnamese food made by Vietnamese people, that's all you need, and then you feel home. But the thing about the New Zealand is that people, even there, you're not gonna feel like you're far away from home, because their country is very international. There's a lot of people from different countries, so it's kind of a very international environment, regardless. So you will feel home, like you said, because of the buddy system and also all the support the student received from the university. So that's actually great to know about. What I would like to ask you, one final question before we move to the finale is, some students would like to know more about the financial expenses in general, and also, how should they prepare in advance before they move to the city or move to study to University of Waikato. So could you please give us more insight about the financial expenses in the city?
Okay. So in terms of tuition fee, let's talk about it first. For business programs, we have, for example, Bachelor of Business. The tuition fee is about 30,000 New Zealand dollars per year. Okay, so that's something you you have to know before you make the decision, right? And being located in Hamilton has lots of advantages as well, because the housing there is much cheaper compared to the big city like Auckland or Christchurch or Wellington. So in terms of living cost, like food and accommodation, it would cost you approximate about 15 to 17,000 New Zealand dollars per year. So let's say 30,000 New Zealand dollars per year for tuition fee, plus 15 to 17,000 per year for food and accommodation. Except, that's the money pot that you have to be set aside if you want to study in New Zealand, especially with us. Yeah,
that's actually quite a cheaper amount than other parts of New Zealand. So it's really good to know about the and the students can actually enjoy the city with that amount of expense, like planned expenses, I would say. So it's a great amount to think about. And also I think it's the 15,000, they have to kind of show it in the bank as well before they do the application for the immigration. So it's good to know that that's the amount that you're going to be using as well. It's not going to be more than that, so it's perfect. Awesome. Well, I actually have no other questions here. Just one final thing I would like to ask you, and it's kind of a personal advice from you to students who are watching the episode today. So what would you like to tell our students before they apply to university, and also after they come and study at the university?
My personal advice would be English language. It's important, very important. Being an international student, especially for those who have never traveled abroad, have a really good English language would help you a lot, not only in terms of study, but also in terms of integration into the community. So English language for me is number one. Number second is soft skills, especially for Vietnamese students who don't have the group work skills, for example, or like presentation skills, or those soft skills. You have to be aware about it before you study abroad, because that's really important for you. You have to work a lot with your buddy from different countries, lots of group assignments and lots of presentation as well, and sometimes debate during group work. So English language number one, soft skills number two. Number three, I think quite important, is trying to understand and do a thorough research about the study and the country that you're gonna study. If you study with us at Waikato region or Bay of Plenty region, where we have the second campus, it's important to understand about the culture there, the people there, and try to understand about New Zealand in itself. The best way to do is, of course, Google, Mr. Google. But it wouldn't hurt if you contact some of the Vietnamese students who are currently studying at the University of Waikato. Write them an email, give them a call, contact them through Facebook, and ask them the information about life in New Zealand, life at the University of Waikato. Then you will receive very useful advice. So three things: language, soft skills, and thorough research about the country and the university you're going to study.
Well, I actually agree with all three. Definitely agree with, especially the first one, language. It does help a lot when you go around, because nowadays, language is ranked top one skill that you need before you do any kind of like international travel. And for the soft skills, I'm actually happy to say that because the students watching this will be NCUK students, so we do also provide them with training while they're studying the program. So they will receive soft skills trainings as well, because we focus on part of presentations as part of their coursework. So that's marked as well. So it's important for them to develop that skill. They need to focus on teamwork, to manage their time, and also solve problems that come forward like very quickly. So these skills will be developed a little bit with NCUK, but then they can take them to the university and develop them even further. And I'm happy to hear that the university does offer a lot of support, like we said earlier, so they will be able to develop those further. And yeah, I definitely agree with the research. Without research, like, you don't know much about the area that you're going to be living in, so it's good to contact other students, like you said. Will they be able to do it via like any kind of like website, like the university have on the like alumni website, or any kind of like a way to communicate with the alumni if possible?
Yes, on Facebook, social media.
On Facebook, okay. So in the groups,
yeah,
that
social media. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Right.
They do have what they call Vietnamese students group or Vietnamese community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just click like or ask to join.
Right.
And they're gonna share with you lots of information.
True. That's easy to do. No problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any more questions here, so I think we're actually good to go to end the episode, unless Zhang, you have any questions for me?
Not for now.
No, for now.
I said it later.
Say later. Okay. So thank you very much, Zhang, for joining me today for a coffee chat with Adam. I didn't see you drinking coffee, so that's okay. But I had a lot of coffee. Mine is almost finished.
I have here.
So yeah, today I had a great time talking to you, and thank you very much. And I'm sure our students are also quite grateful for your for telling us so much about the University of Waikato. We learned a lot. So thank you very much for sharing with us.
Thank you very much for inviting me to join the show.
Thank you too. All right, everybody. So thank you for watching the episode today. Stay tuned for more episodes coming next week, and the weeks after that, we'll have a lot more universities joining the show. So stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next episode. So, all right. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.